Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy to see you here, and I haven't been here for a while. I don't think many people have noticed it because I don't have so many subscribers, but anyways, from my previous videos you could see that I'm a mother of toddler, and apparently finally I got some extra time because I started bringing him to a nursery, so I decided to give it a try. Another try to this channel and to see where it will go. So I will be very happy if you would like to support me in this journey and to subscribe, to put me a thumb up if you like those videos, and of course you can write down below what you would like to see on my channel. The idea of this channel is basically to share my daily routine as a mother, because I'm not just a mother but I'm also a pregnant lady. And we are expecting in a few months another baby. We are waiting for a baby girl, so the challenge is accepted and it's gonna be even more interesting than it already is. So I think many of you are also in this situation, and by sharing my daily life, I think that might be supportive, and also I would like to find some other people who would like to have, a small community together with me. That would be absolutely lovely. So today's video is gonna be about my daily routine. I'm just I'm giving it a first shoot, and I'm gonna be sharing with you a couple of my favorite recipes. We're gonna cook lunch together, pasta with spinach and creamy sauce. Delicious. Even my kid loves it, even though he doesn't like many things. And we are gonna bake very, very good, very delicious, probably one of the most delicious I've ever baked in my life, brownie cookies. Very chocolatey, crispy, delicate cookies. So if you are interested, please keep watching and I will share with you the rest. First thing first, after leaving my toddler in school, I went to DM. For those who live in Europe, I'm sure you know this chain. So I was recently testing some products made specially for this shop, because I'm preparing for you an overview of my favorite things. So if you're interested, please stay tuned, and probably next video will be about it. Also, I found very interesting recipe of chocolate cookies, which I decided to try today. And if you're seeing this video, that means that those cookies are super delicious and definitely worth to try. For them, we need butter, not salted, about 180 grams, sugar, 150 grams. I put 100 because I used also milk chocolate, 1 egg, vanilla extract, about 1 tablespoon, dark chocolate. As I have already mentioned, I used also milk chocolate, but we need about 200 grams, flour 210 grams, cacao 90 grams, salt, that's optional. I used grounded salt. You will need about half to 1 teaspoon, might be even less because I like a little bit of salt in my cookies. And the last thing is baking powder, about half of the teaspoon. On this video you're seeing me using completely melted butter, but don't repeat my mistakes because I put it to the microwave for too long. I recommend you to take out butter from the fridge in advance so it just gets soft. You need to mix butter together with the sugar and egg, and also in the meanwhile I have melted chocolate in the microwave, which then we are mixing all together with butter. This butter mix, you don't need to whip it or mix it for too long, just enough to connect all the ingredients together and mix them together with a spoon or spatula. Separately, I'm mixing together all the dry ingredients, what is flour, cacao, baking powder and salt. Mixing it with a spoon just to make sure that all the ingredients are being well connected, well spread around all the mix, and then connecting it together, like mixing together with butter and chocolate mix. In the end, we're getting quite soft substance, which is quite hard to work with. So first of all, I put it to the fridge like this for a few minutes, and cleaning the kitchen while the dough will be getting a little bit harder. And then after that, we will give it some particular shape, which will be help us to bake the cookies. I'm washing the dishes at the moment while I'm cooking, so it just helps me to keep my kitchen clean and not to be washing a big amount of dishes at the same time. Even though I will still continue cooking, I prefer my kitchen to be clean because some of those tools like knives and things I will need later. So I would like to have my kitchen clean before I start cooking another dish. In the meanwhile, dough became a little bit cooler, so I use this transparent plastic. You can have a plastic bag upon you, whatever you have. Roll it into this plastic and make like this. I don't know how to call it. Maybe like a big sausage. Not very wide. I would say like maybe up to like 8 centimeters diameter, so then we can cut it and put it to the oven to bake. I left cookies mix to rest in the fridge for another at least hour and picked up my son from the school. Together we went to the farm market. It's just right next to our house. It's not very big, but here you can find fresh fruits and vegetables and some, as you even can see, some plants which you can plant in your garden. Here are a lot of strawberries. It's a strawberry season, and also tomatoes, green salads. Lovely period of time. It's basically my favorite time of the year when I can be eating salads every single day. I grabbed some tomatoes for my favorite salad with mozzarella, came home and realized that I'm so tired that I cannot keep cooking, and decided to rest a bit by collecting laundry because I can be doing it sitting. Now I'm already on 7th month and it's being very hard for me to stand all day long, cooking for a couple of hours plus walking outside. So I'm trying to do as many things as I can, just be sitting down on my sofa. And after that I will show you what I bought in DM and we will keep cooking lunch. So here I'm unpacking what I have catched today in DM, but actually here is not only DM, I also stopped by in Rossmann, and sometimes I even prefer Rossmann more than DM. I have here some sponges, alternative of Swiffer, some things for the like basic hygiene as a soaps, also laundry detergents, for some things for cleaning toilet, and also some sweets for my son, which he can take to the kindergarten, some things for the cooking, and my favorite crunchy mueslis, which I am ready to eat every single morning, literally. Here we are back in the kitchen and let's continue cooking cookies. I'm taking this baking paper. It's also from DM. I love it. It's already pre-cut into the sufficient pieces. I just spread it like this and take out the dough from the fridge. It's already completely cold and it's very easy to cut it into the circles. That's why we made it this particular shape. Of course, if you want to make your cookies different shape, for example for kids, maybe some particular like stars or something more interesting or funny, of course it's up to you. I will just cut my cookies like this into those circles about 3 centimeters thick and bake them the way they are. That's also works pretty much well for our family. When you're putting your cookies on the baking sheet, count that they are getting a little bit bigger while baking. So I recommend you to keep between them a little bit more space so they don't get stick together.
For me, that was that space worked pretty much well, I would say. And then we put them to the oven on 165 degrees for about 20-25 minutes, depends on your oven. Keep an eye so they don't get burned, but also they have to stay quite soft. Consider this. It took about 22 minutes to my cookies to get baked, and now I'm taking them out. Look how beautiful they are. And what is interesting and what you have to consider, that when you are taking them from the baking sheet, they feel very soft and they are easily breaking, but this is because there is a lot of butter and sugar. To get more crispy and harder, they need to cool down, so be careful. I use this cooking spatula to put them on the cooling lattice and give them about 10 minutes to cool down a little bit, and you can start enjoying them almost immediately. We call them at home brownie cookies because this is the most right explanation. How they taste, very rich chocolate flavor. And then already next day I put them to the jar with a lid like this. I love those jars, to be honest. I have a few of them, and I just put all my cookies there so they stay fresh for a longer time, and also, you know, it just looks very pretty and some kind of decoration of my kitchen as well. And now it's time to cook lunch. As I said, we're gonna cook a creamy sauce. For pasta, we will need cream for cooking, 12% is enough. Also, we need pesto, some garlic and spinach. I use these frozen spinach leaves, which are already separated into portions. This is very easy to use, so you don't need to unmelt a big portion of the spinach. You can just use a few of those balls. Put them directly on the pan or give them some time to unfreeze. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna cut chicken into smaller pieces. I wash chicken breasts under tap water, and then I use kitchen scissors, which I use only for meat, to cut chicken into smaller pieces so it cooks faster. I almost never use cutting board and knife for cutting chicken or any other meat if I need to cut it into small pieces like that. I'm just used to do it like this. I think it's faster, and also I don't need to make dirty and extra cutting board, you know. I usually put those scissors either in the dishwasher or just wash it with my hands, and I know that those scissors I use only for meat. Also, we are warming up pan. Put some olive oil. You also can put some butter. Put chicken, and we need to roast chicken until it's ready. I use some paprika powder, also some salt, and maybe some garlic. It took me about 5 minutes to quickly roast chicken, and I put spinach to melt and to cook, and boiling pasta in the meanwhile. My favorite is barilla. Now I'm adding some garlic, cream and pesto, and also our family will like more thick sauces, so that's why I'm adding a little bit of starch, or you can also add a bit of flour. It's up to you, but if you don't like anything like that, you can leave your sauce the way it is. You can put a little bit more cheese to make it thicker. Returning chicken back to the sauce, mixing everything, adding salt or maybe some other spices, but for me pesto already enough. If you want to put some pepper, please go ahead, but my pasta will be eaten by kids, so that's why I'm not adding anything spicy. I usually add to my pasta some salt and butter because My son sometimes eats just pure pasta without any sauce, and like this with butter, or if to be more particular, it's butter ghee, more healthy version and with richer flavor. And he loves it, and to be honest, I also love it, and my husband as well. Sometimes he eats it just with his hands from the pot. I serve my pasta in the bowls, and you can mix pasta and sauce completely fully in the pan, but I like to do it separately. So I take some pasta, then I put some sauce on it, and then I put some Parmigiano cheese. You also can use pecorino cheese or any other cheese on your flavor, and decorate it with some fresh vegetables, tomatoes, or maybe fresh leaves of spinach, or any other greens. So enjoy your meal. Hope you like this recipe. It's quick, delicious, and usually all family likes those kind of food. And of course, as any other mother, every single day I'm doing laundry. Is sometimes I feel myself like a laundry machine, to be honest. If 1-2 days I'm not doing any laundry, our basket becomes super full, and then I need to do more of it, like few times a day. What it doesn't really work for us because we don't have a drying machine. So every single day I do my laundry. Today I washed towels. I usually wash towels on 90 degrees to avoid this humid smell, which is quite a usual thing here since it's very humid, the air. And I also add some vinegar, and it also helps to reduce the smell and to make my towels softer. And the last thing for today is to clean the floor. I use my best friend is robot vacuum cleaner. I was not sure when I was buying it. I thought it's not going to be very effective, and yes, maybe it's not mopping the floor as good as with a mop. However, our apartment became really cleaner after I purchased this robot.
So that's it, that was my video. I hope you liked it. Please write down below what you think about it, and in the future I'm planning to record a couple of more videos, maybe less about vlogs or like daily routines, but more about something in particular. For example, now I'm testing some products from the shop DM. For those who live in Europe, I'm sure you know this is a very popular chain where you can find different products for the house. So I decided to try few products for the householding from what they are offering, and give my feedback, just to see what works to try and what doesn't. So the same one I'm doing for the Rossmann and some other things. So if you are interested, keep watching, subscribe on my channel, put to the bell. I guess that's how I'm supposed to say, not to miss my next videos, and see you very soon. Bye.